The American War for Independence started because the people in the 13 colonies, which were parts of what we now call the United States, were unhappy with how they were being treated by the British government. The British King, King George III, controlled the colonies from across the ocean in England and made rules that the colonists didn't agree with. One of the biggest complaints was taxes. The British made the colonists pay taxes, but the colonists had no one to represent them in the British government. This made them angry, and they started saying, no taxation without representation, which means they didn't think it was fair to be taxed if they didn't have a voice in the government. Things got even worse when the British sent soldiers to the colonies to make sure people followed the rules. In 1775, the tension boiled over when fighting broke out between the British soldiers and the colonists in places like Lexington and Concord. This started the Revolutionary War. The colonists, who were now calling themselves patriots, didn't have a big army or a lot of supplies, but they were determined to fight for their freedom. The patriots were led by important figures like George Washington, who became the leader of the Continental Army. They fought against the British Army, which was much stronger and better trained. But the patriots had a few things going for them. They knew the land better, they were fighting for their homes and freedom, and they got help from other countries, especially France, who didn't like the British either. France sent soldiers, ships, and money to help the Americans. In 1783, the Treaty of Paris was signed, officially ending the war. The British recognized the United States as an independent country, and the new nation was free to make its own rules and government. This war and the victory changed history, not just for America, but for the whole world, showing that people could fight for their rights and create their own country. The US would go on to form a government based on the idea that all people have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, which was very different from the way many other countries were governed at the time.